Does studying chemistry sound boring to you? Maybe it's time to change your point of view. Chemistry is so much more than those complex equations printed on your textbook. Chemical reactions are magic. The only difference is that they are real. In today's video, we will show you some significant reactions and the chemistry behind them. Before we dig into the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon and watch the video till the very end. Okay, let's jump to the number 10. The hot ice. The words hot and ice doesn't seem to fit together, right? But there is nothing impossible for science. A hot ice mixture is a crazy chemical reaction that occurs when baking soda is combined with clear vinegar. First, vinegar is heated, and then the baking soda is slowly added to the hot vinegar. The combination of those two ingredients results in the formation of carbon dioxide gas and sodium acetate. Sodium acetate is formed when the vinegar boils and leaves a thick white substance in the jar. This substance of sodium acetate is then reheated in a double boiler, turning into liquid again. When the liquefied sodium acetate comes in contact with anything else, it crystallizes with the release of heat in an excellent ice pattern, which is called hot ice. Number 9. The bromine and acid pattern. This reaction has a pretty confusing mechanism. Although the bromine-acid responses don't give out of complicated results, the chemistry behind this reaction is too difficult to explain or understand. The reaction produces an excellent color-changing liquid that looks as though the substance itself is somehow alive. Another exciting part is that the color-changing solution will have color-changing ring patterns in it. One time it seems like a hypnotizing machine due to its ring pattern. The other time it looks like a chameleon, changing its color constantly. It involves the autocatalytic reaction, the reaction in which one of the products triggers further reaction as a catalyst. Bromine acid also reacts with other things in the solution, which causes the reactants to oscillate in time. Number 8. The black monster. Have you ever seen a sugar monster? This reaction creates the beast from sugar crystals. How? Don't worry, we're here to tell you. When sugar is combined with sulfuric acid, it makes a rising black substance that resembles a monster. Although the result of this reaction is spectacular, the chemistry behind this one is effortless. When sulfuric acid is added to sugar, it primarily dehydrates the sugar, and the process is called an exothermic reaction. The black substance formed in the jar or tube starts rising when the reaction results in heat, steam and fumes. This reaction creates a cool black growing monster and gives out a sweet smell, such as caramel. So yeah, it is scary, sweet and dangerous all at once. Number 7. Beautiful nitric acid and copper reaction. Copper metal is well known for its nitric acid and copper color reaction. The combination of nitric acid and copper creates a stunning duo color combination. As soon as nitric acid oxidizes, the copper metal, copper nitrate salt and copper nitric oxide are formed. Copper nitrate salt is a deep blue color substance responsible for this reaction's attractive appearance. Copper nitric oxide creates bubbles or brown fumes in the jar, since the salt usually sits at the bottom while the fumes cover the remaining area of the flask. The flask appeared to have a beautiful combination of two colors. This reaction can even be done with an ordinary copper penny and a little bit of nitric acid under safety caution. Number 6. Elephant's toothpaste. This reaction is humorously called elephant's toothpaste because the reaction spews out the product, which looks like a toothpaste that only an elephant would use. On the combination of the hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodide, a strange chemical reaction occurs. The reaction is also known as the marshmallow experiment because of the fluffy appearance of the product. In this reaction, hydrogen peroxide is mixed with dish soap, and then the potassium iodide is added. The hydrogen peroxide quickly breaks down into oxygen. The oxygen produces in a huge volume, forces its way out of the container very quickly, but dish soap oxygen gets trapped into bubbles, causing a foam-like substance or elephant's toothpaste. Number 5. The fake snow. The word fake snow doesn't feel like such a new thing to you, right? But it will, when you find out that this fake snow is the reason that diapers exist. When sodium polyacrylate is combined with water, it creates a highly absorbent gel-like substance. The consistency and color of the substance often resemble snow, which is why this reaction is known as the fake snow reaction. Sodium polyacrylate absorbs water molecules through the process called osmosis. Surprisingly, sodium polyacrylate is so absorbent that it can drink 800 times its weight when mixed with distilled water. This is the reason sodium polyacrylate is used in situations where high water absorbency is a requirement. Number 4. Briggs Rauscher oscillating clock. This chemical reaction is rare, as it is one of the only oscillating chemical reactions. A complex reaction requires quite a few ingredients. First, a diluted mixture of potassium iodide, sulfuric acid, and malonic acid. The second is a mixture of manganese sulfur hydrate and starch. The final ingredient is the diluted hydrogen peroxide. By combining all of these chemicals, a visually stunning display of colored tornadoes seems to appear. The color of the mixture changes in a flash and feels like a betrayal of the eye. Either the reaction is complex or not, the response itself is both hypnotic and unusual. Number 3. Cesium Explosion. This chemical reaction is not for weak-hearted people. Cesium reacts very quickly with water that it resembles a mini bomb blowing up with sparks and releasing white smoke. This chemical reaction is exothermic, and the two chemicals combine to create cesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. If cesium and water are combined in a glass container, the reaction is so violent that the sheer force of the chemical reaction can instantaneously shatter the glass. This explosive reaction is great to watch for sure, but this should only be done under highly controlled and supervised conditions, as the explosion can be seriously dangerous. Number 2. Barking dog reaction. The barking dog reaction occurs from the ignition of a mixture of carbon disulfide and nitrous oxide. This is an exothermic reaction. Nitrous oxide and carbon disulfide are ignited in a cylindrical tube. A bright flash and a woof sound is produced, which is why this reaction is called a barking dog reaction. Even the tiny flame created by this reaction is enough to light up a big room. The flame results in scorching luminous gas produced by their decomposition of reactants. This reaction should only be done under the supervision of professionals, because the glass container can remarkably shatter and cause serious injury. Number 1. The Ferro Snake. We label this reaction number 1 because of how exciting it is to watch. The product of this reaction continuously rises in a cylindrical shape, providing you the illusion of constantly growing black snakes. The heating of calcium gluconate is known as Ferro Snake reaction or black snake fireworks. For this reaction, tablets of calcium gluconate are set on fire, allowing the snake-like appearing substance to rise from the ashes of calcium gluconate. While calcium gluconate is heated, it breaks down and forms a calcium oxide, carbon, water vapor, and carbon dioxide. The water vapors cause the carbon and calcium oxide to froth, pushing the ashes out from the surface of tablets. Thus, these snakes are a type of firework. This chemical reaction can be done with various chemicals, including mercury, thiocyanate, but due to their high volatile rate and toxicity, the safest way to make a ferro snake is calcium gluconate. These were our countdown for 10 incredible chemical reactions. Let us know in the comment section which reactions you found the most amazing. Do not try any of these reactions at home or anyone without the supervision of professionals. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the following videos.